Alrighty, I am back with some of the most exciting news I could possibly share with you. It has been so dry, like the desert up in Canada's Wonderland in terms of breaking news. So this is really exciting. If you are a Patreon, then you already know the news and you already know the direction that this video is going to take. But Wonderland has dropped a survey. We're not the only one. Other parks like Cedar Point, Kings Island, and I believe Kings Dominion have all dropped surveys as well. And the one exciting thing is usually these surveys mean something, as history has taught us that when these surveys drop, something out of these surveys is going to come true. And I have some thoughts because they have only surveyed 2 roller coasters in this survey, a log flume and a water park expansion. And I can tell you that the water park expansion is 100% already happening or in the process of about to be happening. The log flume is something that Peter, that works at Canada's Wonderland in charge of construction, development, and planning, has wanted for a very long time. So I also think that will eventually happen at Canada's Wonderland as well. And it is literally the battle of 2 of the best roller coasters, in my opinion, that Wonderland could have picked to build next. I wanted an extreme spinner, but I also want a world record breaking hybrid coaster. So that is what you have to pick between in terms of roller coasters. So I'm going to read quickly the description of the hybrid coaster for you. So Wonderland is surveying about an experience, the ultimate thrill innovation with a world record breaking steel wood hybrid coaster, combining the classic intensity, blah, 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 blah. We already know what a hybrid coaster is. They want a world record breaking hybrid coaster. I'm going to tell you that when I first saw these coasters, I wanted the Extreme Spinner over the RMC, but now that I see world record breaking steel wood hybrid coaster, I want it. And there are other reasons as to why I think this is going to end up being the chosen gem. If you are a Patreon, you already know some of my thoughts and kind of rumblings about this RMC and Kingswood. But I definitely think that is, if you were to build a world record breaking hybrid coaster, the only place to put it would be Kingswood. Now, the Extreme Spinner doesn't say world record breaking anywhere, or at least I don't think I missed it anywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just realized it's cut off on the screen a little bit. I apologize for that. But it doesn't say world record break anywhere. But it would still be an amazing coaster. Now, there is a chance that both these could eventually come true. There are a lot of potential retiring projects or coasters at Canada's Wonderland or rides. There's a lot of available land that's going to eventually be opening up. The log flume, I 100% think is going to happen eventually. Whether it takes up Whitewater Canyon's forest or another specific location like Flight Deck, that is the kind of like confusing. Where would it go? Where could you fit it? Is it going to replace Whitewater Canyon? We heard about Wonderland talking about putting out fires and rides that necessarily don't fit in with today's almost like civilization, you know. And when I think of a ride, Whitewater Canyon pops in my mind of a ride that doesn't fit the society today. People stand up on it. The seatbelts just don't work, the loose seatbelts, and it is potentially, you know, a concerning situation. So I think that they're either going to upgrade Whitewater Canyon or it's going to get removed and replaced by a more modern water attraction. Now, I didn't put the water slides or water park expansion up on here because that's happening. It's in the process of happening. It's going to continue to happen. But here is my mindset. So the orange highlighted area is where I most likely think that the log flume could work best. The orange square over by Flight Deck, you'll see, is where another location I could see that log flume fitting. The red highlighted area is the only place that I could really see the RMC working, and that is available land without any other attraction that it would have to pass over or interact with, because RMCs, they're not like, they need their own plot of land. We see especially a world record breaking one, guys. So Kingswood is essentially the only place that I could really see that working. Or, I mean, if we really wanted to play devil's advocate, we could say Whitewater Canyon area as well. The Mock Extreme Spinner, I could really see it working in Dragonflyer's Pot of Land as a least likely out of the two, or replacing Wild Beast and the go-karts as a most likely thing. So if you noticed, the highlighted areas, like the colored in areas, are the most likely, and the little boxes are kind of like the secondary locations. Now, a lot of people are probably like, well, why don't they just remove Wild Beast and build an RMC over there? Again, I just don't see it happening. There's not enough available Pot of Land, and there's a lot of interaction. And do you really want two massive structures side by side, Leviathan and Steel Vengeance? No, we're missing something in Kingswood's Plot of Land right at the front. And Dragonfire, Go-Karts, and Wild Beast can really house something smaller in the area, like an Extreme Spinner, or even something smaller down the road. Anyways, those are my thoughts on the surveys. Comment down below, what would you prefer, the Extreme Spinner or the world record-breaking RMC? Comment down below. I'm really curious to see the Battle of the Rides, and stay tuned for more updates, because things will start to develop over the winter season and into spring next year. Have a good one, guys. Bye.